Gervonta Davis going to go somewhere in the pound for pound? Knew he deserved to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. Do Terrence Crawford deserve to be in the pound for pound? Absolutely. But what about Gervonta Davis? He deserved to be somewhere also in the pound for pound.
Why don't they give him that credit?
Because he was affiliated with me.
They were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of fact that she kept Snapchatting me. They sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out. There was a situation that he put me in to make me lose, but he thought I was going to lose. Joseph Pedraza, my first world title, I was 16-0, and I was 21 at the time, and I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. Around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. When they came back, all right, you got to fight. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted, had to sell my jewelry.
It's like betrayal.
I don't really be like outside, I be outside, but I don't really be like in people's way. You know what I mean? I like that's how I calm myself down, 'cause I know I'm an aggressor. I know like if anything around me, I'm gonna get pissed off. But I remove myself from like that.
What's your dream fight card?
Dream fight card?
Anybody.
So there's a couple fights on there. Me versus Floyd.
Okay. Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that.
What happens when the biggest current star in boxing publicly demands a violent showdown with his undefeated billionaire mentor? We are currently witnessing the unthinkable unfold in real time between Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather Jr. The simmering tension between these two has been quietly brewing for years, but things just reached a public boiling point that absolutely nobody saw coming.
I remember first hearing an issue between Floyd and Gervonta before Gervonta fought Pedraza. And the issue I heard was that Floyd didn't want Gervonta to stay in Baltimore because he felt there was too many distractions for him in Baltimore, and he wanted to stay in Vegas. And the story I was told at that time was that Floyd gave Gervonta one of his penthouses or one of his apartments in the Palms Hotel, and he said, "This is your apartment. I'll furnish it for you." He got him a Jeep. At the time, Gervonta was not a world champion. He got him like a Jeep, a 4x4. You know, he basically said, "I'll make it comfortable for you. I don't want you to go to Baltimore. I want you to stay here. I don't think Baltimore is the place for you," you know? And what I was told was Gervonta sold all the furniture, sold the Jeep, and went back to Baltimore and bought a Benz. You know, with that's what I was real. That's what I was told at the time. So
leaked tweets from an account widely believed to be Tank's secret burner shattered the internet overnight. The posts didn't just throw shade or rely on subtle jabs. They demanded immediate physical action. The messages insisted that Mayweather needed to suit up and link up, following a supposedly explosive, expletive-filled phone call with the so-called old man. This wasn't just a simple disagreement between a former promoter and his frustrated fighter. This was a direct, undeniable challenge to step into the ring, completely flipping the script on one of the most famous and successful mentor-protege relationships in modern sports history.
Tell Floyd to get on live. Tell him show where he at. You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell him get on live right now. And he owe people in Saudi Arabia money too. Out here scamming. On live right now.
To truly understand this sudden explosion of public disrespect, you have to look at the catastrophic rumors currently destroying the legendary money brand from the inside out. Whispers are flooding the combat sports world that Mayweather hasn't just hit a minor financial rough patch, but has allegedly lost a staggering $170 million. Reports of bouncing checks, overwhelming IRS debt, and a lavish lifestyle suffocating under its own massive weight are rapidly changing how the public views the undefeated icon.
Floyd Mayweather facing felony charges for passing a bad check. Question for you guys in the comments section. If you have made over $1 billion in your career, should there be any reason you're bouncing checks for things that you buy at any point? Unless you are flat broke, owe a lot of money to a lot of people that you don't have, and are trying to keep up an idea and an aesthetic of being the money man. Boxer Floyd Mayweather is facing 2 felony charges alleging theft and intent to defraud by passing a bad check to purchase a $200,000 watch in Las Vegas, according to Nevada court records. Mayweather was not present for the Clark County hearing Monday and was instead represented by his counsel. Mayweather's official charges are, quote, theft, value $100,000 or greater, and, quote, draw or pass check with intent to defraud. Value of $1,200 or greater. So Floyd's facing 2 felony charges. One, because he apparently stole something, the value of $100,000 or greater. And essentially they're alleging that he stole the watch that he said he was going to purchase or wrote a bad check for that was $200,000. And not only did he write the bad check, but that second felony charge was intent to defraud, meaning he knew there was either no money in the account when he wrote the check or essentially that the check was going to bounce when he wrote it. That is insane. And that means they've got some documentation to prove. Floyd's going to probably go to jail here. Like, this is serious stuff now. We're not just talking about, oh, Floyd, big scammer, even though that stuff is serious too. And we're going to get to that later in the video. It's insane to me. And also, before we even go further, how deluded do you have to be if you're Floyd Mayweather right now to be trying to buy more watches at $200,000, whatever, when you are broke and the IRS is leaning on you for $7 million?
Tank Davis wasted zero time weaponizing this alleged downfall against his former boss. He took to social media to publicly humiliate Mayweather, painting him as a bitter, aging big hater who is helplessly watching his carefully built empire crumble to dust. Tank's message was brutal and clear. Floyd let his own massive ego and insatiable greed destroy everything he worked for. Watching a former student openly mock the financial ruin of the man who built him is a shocking twist that has the entire fight community absolutely speechless.
When I say certain things, they say, oh, he's hating. There's no different from when I talked about the thing with Gervonta, for instance. When I said that I need all fighters. I said I need all the young fighters that's making money in the sport of boxing. What I need you guys to do is do this. Brother, it's Chrome Heart, Gucci, Louis, Mercedes. We need to take our money and invest in real estate so that we can live that same great life when our careers are over. So I guess that he took it as, I guess he's the only one that wears Chrome Heart. He's the only one that wears Gucci. He's the only one that wears Louis Vuitton. He's the only one that drives a Mercedes. And last time I checked, we got fighters all around the world that wear top flight clothes that make good money.
While the money problems make for great tabloid headlines, hardcore boxing insiders know the bad blood runs much deeper and started far earlier than anyone realized. The true catalyst for this escalating war might just be one of the most controversial rumors in recent boxing history. Tank recently pulled back the curtain on social media, claiming that early in his career, Floyd intentionally tried to derail his momentum by setting up a malicious trap fight against the undefeated Puerto Rican champion, Jose Pedraza.
Just don't vibe with like what they on. And that's, I mean, I've been in a situation where though, like, I was in a lose-lose situation. Now what came out still on top.
With Floyd? You said, what was the lose-lose situation? What you mean?
Just a little situation that he put me in to, make me lose. But he thought I was gonna lose. But
You talking about like a boxing match or?
Yeah, boxing match.
Ooh, if you don't mind. If you don't want to, it's
Pedraza.
fine.
Joseph Pedraza, my first world title. I was 16-0. I was 16-0. 16-0. And I was 21 at the time. And I haven't fought in like 7 or 8 months. And around that time, I wasn't making that much money. I probably was making like $10,000 a fight. So 6 months is crazy to not fight, So when they came back and it was like, all right, you gotta fight. He was like, you gotta fight this fighter, which is Joseph Pedraza. If you don't fight him, you're not fighting. You sitting on a shelf. So I had to fight him. In the midst of all that happened, I got evicted. I had to sell my jewelry.
The alleged motive behind this calculated sabotage? A wildly unexpected personal conflict. Rumor has it that Floyd discovered his own daughter was secretly exchanging messages with Tank on Snapchat. According to the dark whispers in the gym, Mayweather was so furious about the connection that he actively tried to hand Tank his first professional loss just to teach him a brutal lesson. If these shocking accusations hold any weight, it means their entire professional relationship was built on a foundation of hidden animosity and extreme paranoia.
They were saying I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So they sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was a downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all
No, it was a
relationship, not
downfall.
career.
Yeah,
relationship.
It wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
he scheduled a fight, I think, during like your fight or something. I don't think they did it, but
stuff like that.
Promoting.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But just little stuff that people wouldn't like catch unless like you see how like you caught a lot of people would have caught that. Like he scheduled a fight when I'm fighting, and I was signed to him.
Do you think that's a relationship that y'all could like mend? Have y'all mended or?
No, I just like it's more so like I respect them. And I won't say I respect. I appreciate him. I appreciate him for what he done, because he did, like, you know, he did help me out. He definitely helped me out. But
as if the messy family drama wasn't enough to handle, the situation took a much darker turn with a massive audio leak that threatens to expose Mayweather's closest and most trusted allies. Longtime rival 50 Cent added serious gasoline to the fire by pushing audio that allegedly features private conversations between Floyd's most trusted architects, Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerb. These are the powerful men who helped build the untouchable Mayweather fortress. Yet the leaked audio supposedly reveals them plotting against him and speaking with shocking disrespect behind his back.
I told you I was just pissed. I didn't like what, you know. It's okay. You just worry about your family and you worry about yourself. Me and you stay close together, and we're gonna put his little ass in the ground. You'll see. Yeah, because like I said, that just pissed me off. He owned the fucking PBC. Yeah, well, you know, he's been saying that for many years. He's been saying that. You don't own a motherfucking thing. You own yourself. Yeah. It's up here. Don't a bunch of millions of dollars. Don't worry about that. He's got the ability to take to betray him money for. I got us covered, Lane. You just do your thing. Ben, you're covered. Okay. Yeah, okay, partner. We get to work tomorrow on the other thing. Yeah, and your stuff's already in your mind, in your bag before you leave. Okay. Thank you, Ben. Okay.
Hearing his own inner circle allegedly stabbing him in the back points to a total collapse of loyalty behind the scenes. This isn't just about a few lost millions or a bad investment. This suggests that the people Floyd trusted most have been actively maneuvering against his interests. When your own advisors and right-hand men are allegedly turning on you, it becomes impossible to know who is really running the show.
This is and saying that he owned the PBC. He been saying he owned the PBC, Floyd Mayweather. If you with the PBC, you with me, because I own the PBC. He been saying that. So Leonard Ellerbe saying he's upset. Remember, Leonard, there was a thing, a moment that stuck with me forever. When Floyd talked about stipulations in his contract with a specific fight, and Floyd was like he was unaware. Look at that press conference. I forgot what fight it was. I gotta look it up. And Leonard Ellerbe said, yes, you did. You knew this, you knew that. And Floyd didn't really acknowledge him. But Leonard Ellerbe was like, you knew about this. But Floyd was saying there were stipulations and things in his contract he was unaware of. And Leonard Ellerbe was like, yes, you did. You was aware. You knew this. You knew that. You know, at the press conference, Leonard Ellerbe was straight frustrated. And he was like, man, yes, you did. Yes, you did. You knew about this. You knew about that. You know, that let me know they ain't on the same page.
With the blood officially in the water, the media hasn't held back for a second, turning Mayweather's carefully crafted persona into a devastating weapon against him. Commentators are tearing apart the glamorous facade, questioning if the luxury jets, diamond, watches, and sprawling mansions were all just a massive debt-fueled illusion.
Floyd spends money like it's a tap. Money's just flowing. Even as much money as he's made in his career, which he's probably made more money than any boxer ever. There's all these lawsuits. He hasn't been paying things. He owes money on this and owes money on that. And then he's got to come out of retirement.
It's just the lifestyle that Floyd lived. It's like he got to be lavish. So that he got $1 million in his backpack. He got the latest watch and the latest car.
And when you get into latest watches and latest cars, boy, that money goes quick. Bugattis are like $3 million. There's watches that are $3-5 million. So you buy a watch and a car, you're down 10.
Sports analyst Jason Whitlock delivered a particularly brutal critique on national television, arguing that Floyd's obsessive worship of wealth was always going to trigger a destructive boomerang effect. When you define your entire existence by how much cash you can flash, losing it becomes the ultimate public embarrassment.
All across social media, there are rumors and stories coming out about Floyd Mayweather, him auctioning off property, him being in bankruptcy, him being out of money, and that's why he's gonna fight Mike Tyson. Saw this incredible tweet where a guy listed all the things Floyd Mayweather wasted money on while living in Las Vegas and just living for the culture. That's what Floyd Mayweather is an example of. The stupidity of living for the culture and trying to be relatable and trying to be this incredible icon or example of, look how much money I've made. He's blown it all, and now at 49 years old, he's got to go back into the boxing ring and continue to fight because he's in a lot of debt.
He ass kicked to collect $200. What do you think? I could use a good ass kick, and I'll be very honest with you.
And this is what I was trying to make the point to Cam Newton about. This whole, I'm doing it for the culture. What has doing it for the culture ever gotten anyone? Venereal disease?
I think it's a venereal disease.
Bunch of baby mamas?
Kevin Jr., Kevin, you are the father!
Criminal rap sheet? And this is why I say, don't be relatable, don't live for the culture.
Yet, in a strange twist of fate, legendary promoter Bob Arum offered a completely different and surprising perspective. Instead of celebrating the downfall of his longtime bitter rival, Arum expressed genuine pity. He pointed out that Floyd's unshakable belief in his own financial genius led to a lifestyle with overhead so massive it was mathematically impossible to maintain long term.
You know, just one of your former fighters seems to be having money issues. You know, Floyd, his fight just got canceled in Greece. His fight with Mike Tyson might get suspended. Obviously, Pacquiao just got pushed back as well. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that whole situation?
Well, it's very, very sad. But, you know, Floyd had a great career. He made a lot of money. But in his mind, that made him a great genius. Great business genius, great genius in life. And because he overrated life, he ran out of money. You can't, no matter how much money you have, you can't have 2 big planes, 10 security guards. It's going to cost you money. I mean, so again, I'm really sad to see that happen, but hopefully he'll get out of it. Hopefully he'll get out of it.
You know what?
Just as it seemed the entire world was grabbing popcorn and getting ready to watch the empire burn, some truly unexpected figures stepped up to throw Mayweather a desperate lifeline. UFC CEO Dana White, who knows a thing or two about building massive wealth and managing superstars, publicly expressed his sincere sympathy for the boxing legend. White hinted that it is heartbreaking to see someone work that hard for decades only to have it vanish, even suggesting he might organize a massive crossover event just to bail Floyd out of the red.
Just curious what your thoughts are on the unfortunate news that we're we're seeing so many headlines with Floyd Mayweather Jr. losing like $170 million. Just your opinion on that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a tough one. And I've talked to him about it, but I don't know enough about it. You hear all these different stories. I think you have to wait to see how this thing's going to play out in court for him. But when somebody works as hard as he did and, you know, amasses the type of wealth that he had, and then, you know, they lose it or it gets stolen or whatever the deal is, it's horrible. And it happens a lot in professional sports. Who knows? Anything is possible. Maybe we could do something and figure it out for him. But one of the things I wanted to, when you were just saying about like tonight's fight, we have 24 broadcast deals in 93 countries that this went out to tonight, you know. So, you know, for these guys to come over here and have the opportunity to not only get paid, but showcase their skills in front of, I always tell fighters, listen, making money is really important, but as many people as possible on earth seeing the things that you did and accomplished is equally as important.
The most intense display of loyalty, however, came from the always controversial Adrian Broner. Shutting down the endless internet jokes and silencing the haters, Broner fiercely defended his longtime friend and mentor. He stated without hesitation that he would hand over every single dime of his monthly streaming earnings to keep Floyd afloat if necessary. Seeing these fierce, unpredictable competitors offer genuine support highlights just how serious and terrifying the financial allegations might actually be.
You gotta understand, gang. Let's say, hypothetically, this is not even hypothetically, this is real life. You fight for $100 million, right?
Exactly, right.
After the fight, after you leave the ring,
You already spent 99 by the time you walk out the ring.
No, nigga. When you go to the back, they give you a check for $100 million.
Yeah.
No taxes or nothing taken out.
So they don't tell you about taxes, they don't tell you about nothing.
Nothing.
So you got $100 million, you gotta figure it out.
You got a whole $100 million.
All of this chaos and drama brings us right back to the undeniable truth. The balance of power has completely and permanently flipped. Old archival footage shows a young, eager Tank Davis taking instructions and quietly absorbing relentless trash talk from Floyd during intense gym sparring sessions. Back then, Mayweather was the undisputed king of the sport, and Tank was just trying to get a word in and make a name for himself. Today, the reality is entirely different. Tank is the undisputed pay-per-view king, dictating his own terms, calling out anyone he wants, and leaving Mayweather backed into a tight corner. Floyd used to pull all the strings behind the scenes. But now he is the one being challenged and mocked by a superstar who no longer needs his approval, his money, or his platform. The student hasn't just surpassed the master, he is actively trying to rewrite the master's legacy on his own terms.
What set you off that you was like, I gotta do that?
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing.
It's exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal.
Yeah.
Ain't no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
The mentor and the protege are now permanently locked in a bitter, highly public rivalry that feels like a scripted Hollywood movie. Floyd Mayweather is reportedly buried under a mountain of legal woes, IRS levies, and messy lawsuits from former business partners, while Gervonta Davis stands at the absolute peak of the sport, loudly taunting him every step of the way. The disrespect is deafening, the financial rumors are devastating, and the personal betrayals seem to be coming from all possible sides. It leaves the entire boxing world holding its breath and asking one massive, lingering question. Is the once unbeatable money empire truly collapsing under the crushing weight of its own ego? Or is this all just another brilliantly calculated spectacle designed to set up the most lucrative grudge match in boxing history? Either way, the sport will never look at these two legends the same again. That's all for today. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.